The Labour Party's presidential flag bearer, Peter Obi, has mocked the All Progressive Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, describing their political structure as stomach infrastructure, which has brought more hardship to millions of Nigerians in the last 2 decades. He spoke during an address at the Labour Party Coalition for Peter Obi, CPO, which was a summit held at the International Conference Center, Abuja, yesterday. Mr. Peter Obi has accused the People's Democratic Party and the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, of recklessly borrowing and spending over $500 billion in the last 20 years.
This was just as he maintained that Nigeria's total amount or total annual export revenue was less than $30 billion. Obi also admitted that though some of his statistics might be wrong sometimes, it was not enough to discredit existing facts and figures he presents to Nigeria. Let's take a look at the video.
But let me tell you, so you go and verify. I said last year, late last month, I made a statement, which you see them using every day, when I said that Nigeria total export is less than $30 billion. You see where they are writing that is wrong. It is not wrong. Go to MBS, Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, released last year. Total export of Nigeria is 18.9 trillion. As of the date I made that statement, dollar was selling for about 650 naira. Go and divide 650 with 18.9, you give 29-point-something billion dollars. Go and verify it.
Well, that's the, of course, presidential flag bearer of the Labour Party, former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, of course, still spreading his message to Nigerians. And, you know, it's probably called, should be titled, Go and Verify. Now, there's been so many captions concerning it. And, of course, it's an interesting, you know, turn with regards to electoral process here in Nigeria. Remember, much later, I think Olive will be sharing something with, you know, our viewers this morning. But it's interesting, you know, seeing the way things are going with regards to Labour Party and the APC and the PDP. In other, you know, news stories, there is maybe legal issues that will be emerging with the PDP, maybe. And of course, the APC is still trying to, of course, sell a Muslim ticket along with other things. So it's a very interesting period. And I'm sure that by the time we get to elections in 2023, we might be seeing more drama than we're currently seeing in Kenya here in Nigeria.
The Nigeria drama you're talking about, in fact, we might as well just say there's been several reports about the drama going on between Wike and Atiku. And we probably will get to find out what that is much later. But here on News Central at 7 p.m., we have an exclusive for you. Peter Obi will be sharing an interview with Peter Obi exclusively here on News Central at 7 p.m. So make sure that you make it a date with us, as it's something that you'd really, really love to watch.
Absolutely. And the big questions really are, for the Labour Party, with Nigeria's voting numbers, you know, how many more people who have gotten registered, because currently voting has, registration is ended. So how many more people that have gotten registered will be enough to give the Labour Party victory? And how many people who had already been registered in the past will be able to, or will be converted into obedience and into Labour Party loyalists and all of that. So it's a huge work that needs to be done by the party. The APC, of course, has its structure. The PDP also has its own structure. And one of the things that Peter Obi said yesterday was really that, you know, that he isn't contesting for president. He said Nigerians are contesting for president through the Labour Party, which was also very interesting.
Very, very interesting. You talk about structure, but it seems like the structure that you're talking about in the PDP is a structure that most likely might, I mean, some people have argued that it's falling apart. What we're experiencing is, just like Chino Achebe said, things fall apart, the center cannot hold.